right and my left hand. So who shall I be? Jah is my king. Jah is my light and my salvation. So
stand by on YouTube.
Shall I fear? He's my guide throughout this creation. So who shall I be? Jah is my king. Jah is my guide in my resting and my rising. So who shall I fear? He's my guide when I step out in the forward. So who shall I?
Never do you argue with a big monkey man.
Jah is my king. Jah is my guide when Philistines come down upon
Better job than I did yesterday. This is the KTNG Morning Show. Downtown LA, Compton, Watts, which seems to look for popular vote later, and of course, up my ass because y'all love day one about this piece. Any answers? But it was directed not at the chamber. No, it was directed towards Maria. Bing! First mistake. Integrity. The sense of lack of integrity seems to be like the cream of the coffee here. It seems to be because obviously it depends upon the notion of vanity. Put those two things up. More news on that and so forth. Let's check in with our intrepid leader, who basically espouses these things and set an example for many of the people on Compton's city district he hired to defend them. I mean, come on, he's got a bunch of mouthpieces for that sit up and say, yes, boss, or as Andre Iguodala would say, I do what Master say. I do what Master say. So, needless to say, when Cheeseburger was young, there were men that preached him two philosophies. One of relentless self-promotion and the waging of total war against anyone perceived as a threat. And the reason why is because come on, this is mobile, I can take this anywhere. And I can still be inside of Compton and tell you exactly what the hell's going on with the city because that's in the world about whether or not he's competent and deserves what he's got. There is an unquenchable thirst for validation and love. That's within every human being, even the most hated. That's why we can never stay quiet, even when it would be wise strategically or emotionally to hold back. That is one thing that the ideologist Cheeseburger does espouse. This is my ideal behavior, no matter what the press thinks. No, it makes me vindictive. And trust me, there are a lot of men out here in California who sit up on their women all day long. Okay? If that's your girl, that ain't your mom. What do you expect her to do? Take care of you while you got 2 arms, 2 legs, and a mouth, and you can sing and dance. Get your ass up and get a job. I don't care. But the Trump, his 3 children and his wife have stayed afloat in a tough economy for years. But after he was laid off from his job managing a convenience store, the unemployment epidemic in his region appeared to have finally reached him to phones that are part of our Privacy Act. Say, yeah, we can hack your phones. Which for more focused, less wasteful government appeared ready to be fulfilled. As a practical political matter, though, The proposed budget cuts to pocketbook programs such as this one have few friends in Congress, where members' political stock often rise and falls based on what they can do for the constituents. The result will likely be a final federal program that bears little resemblance to the one Cheeseburger proposed. Oh, D-Day! People's rights. So, in Maplewood, New Jersey, when it comes time for fifth graders to learn about the history of colonization and slavery, it's always a sensitive subject, especially when you have kids Arabic or, anything of that nature. Okay? Bad enough you got bullies in school, now you're adding low self-esteem because now these white kids can call your boy a slave. You on the auction block. Still, nobody says anything about how there are slaves in prison, how physical slaves are vetted into, say, programs called sports, like football and baseball. Oh yeah, non-profit slavery. Okay. She goes, I'm disgusted, really disgusted. A child was brought. That doesn't make any sense. A mock slave auction early in the month was hotly discussed during a school pickup outside Jefferson Elementary School and later at a Board of Education meeting. We're always in damage control and it's getting absurd, honestly. Student Board of Executive members, Philip Saline said. In a letter sent to parents, the principal said the impromptu reenactment of a slave auction by students was done while the teacher was out for a medical procedure and a substitute was in charge of the class. Wow. Has come, as Alyssa Malsapina said. Superintendent John, all that, have some seniors from out of a college come by and put on, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Or, better yet, how about, oh geez, what is that damn one? The G.W. Griffith revolt said we're successful because they don't want you to know. Remember when she shorted? U.S. I went on my next psyche valve. And they said there's an explanation for the music in his ears. An examination by the jail psychologist revealed that the defendant has been merely hearing sounds from a radio that a staff member had been playing. Even with the music turned off, he was hallucinating. Okay, well, of course, the White House and get somebody in there that knows what they're doing. Cheer the halfway point, people. Subscriber. You can do so by either PayPal, sending me an email, or anything like that. I now have email capabilities to say, here's an invoice paid, you guys pay it right then and there. Done. I'm making it easier for you guys. You can do this. I can now get paid by email. All right? PayPal, email, doesn't matter. Over here, people. Come on. Don't be ashamed. Donate $5, $2, $1.50, $1.25, and I'm doing laundry. Charlie Beck, our chief of police, cited 41 fewer reports of rape, down 25%, and 118 fewer domestic violence complaints, a 10% drop among city Hispanic residents during January compared with the same period in 2016. Those declines coinciding with your intrepid leader Cheeseburger taking office as he vowed to step up deportations of immigrants who entered the United States illegally were not seen in the crime reporting of other ethnic groups. What do you mean other ethnic groups? We're all lumped in as other now? Oh, well, I can see it on the application. Black, white, Mexican, other. Yeah, I cite that and so forth because one I usually checked off other, just to be a complete ass, and I got away with it too.
Y'all waiting for the wake up show?
The trend suggests a growing mistrust of criminal justice system among Latinos as the Cheeseburger administration has pressed state and local law enforcement to assist U.S. immigration agents. The Los Angeles Police Department has spoken. While there is no direct evidence that the decline is related to concerns within the Hispanic community regarding immigration, the department believes deportation fears may be preventing Hispanic members of the community from reporting when they are victimized. Goes both ways, doesn't it? See, there are two sides to every coin, people. There's never been a one-sided coin unless you've seen it on the Twilight Zone episodes from dating back to 1964. Beck himself suggested that much of the news conference with Mayor Eric Garcetti to announce new steps to shield immigrants who might be targets of the administration's enforcement crackdown. While there are no direct evidence relating to it, people are starting to say something. Okay, now imagine your sister, your mother, not reporting a sexual assault for fear that their family will be torn apart. Wow. Unlike slavery when forced miscegenation was happening, you guys are like witnessing the possible end result of miscegenation if you screw up. Okay? We, as black people, we didn't screw up. We were just brought here. Like luggage. Like a bad case of herpes. We just came here and invested inside of this black lady. They didn't get crap for it either. Okay, 400 years of working, what do you get? Nothing. Shit, 4,000 years of working, what do you get? You get the pyramids of Giza. Jeez. Like police in many of those cities, the LAPD has barred its officers from checking the immigration status of individuals they arrest or from keeping them locked up longer than otherwise warranted at the request of federal agents seeking to deport them absent a court order. Garcetti issued a directive on Tuesday extending those policies to airport police, port police, and firefighters while prohibiting all city workers from using public facilities or resources to assist with federal immigration enforcement. Wow. The directive also requires every city facility and service be made available to all Los Angeles residents regardless of immigration status, and that personal information submitted for enrollment in the city's programs and services will be kept confidential. Of course. Why not, Mr. Garcetti? Why not, Mayor Garcetti? Hide. Make it a federal crime to become a sanctuary city. Okay, that's all. Make it a federal crime to become a sanctuary city, because this is not only, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to hurt all of us who have to pay for it. Okay, the taxpayer. Come on, wise up, people. Look out for the next series of sales tax coming. You thought the plastic bag tax was something stupid? Watch this one. Inflation. But then too, there's also cause for remedy of a fact that we have to look into some other things too. Okay, exclusive. This was done about an hour ago from Reuters. Lead poisoning afflicts neighborhoods across California. Dozens of California communities have experienced recent rates of childhood lead poisoning that surpass those of Flint, Michigan. With one Fresno locale showing rates nearly 3 times higher, blood testing data obtained by Reuters showed us. Okay. The data shows how lead poisoning affects even a state known for its environmental advocacy, with high rates of childhood exposure found in a swath by the Bay Area and downtown Los Angeles. And the figures show that despite national strides in eliminating lead-based products, hazards remain in areas far from the Rust Belt or East Coast regions filled with old housing and legacy industry. In one Central Fresno zip code, 13.6% of the blood tests on children under 6 years old came back high for lead. That compares to 5% across the city of Flint during its recent water contamination crisis. In all, Reuters found at least 29 Golden State neighborhoods with children had elevated lead tests at rates at least as high as in Flint. It is a widespread problem, and we have to get a better idea of where the sources for exposure are, said California Assembly member Bill Quirk, who chairs the state's legislative committee on environmental safety and toxic waste. Being that last week prompted the part of by a December Reuters investigation pinpointing thousands of lead hotspots across the country. Quirk announced the bill that would require blood lead screening for all California children. Now, just a fraction of the state's children are tested. The new zip code level testing data was released by the California Department of Public Health in response to a long-standing Reuters record request and adds to a limited set of numbers previously disclosed by the state. The numbers offer a partial state snapshot covering testing concluded during 2012, the most recent year for which information was provided, and in about 1/4 of the state's more than 2,000 zip code areas. Unlike other states that provide Reuters with results for all zip codes or census tract, California withheld data from zip codes where fewer than 250 children were screened. calling such results less reliable. So, the available data encompassing about 400,000 children tested in 546 zip codes likely omits many neighborhoods where lead exposure remains a problem, but fewer children are screened. Okay, so you mean to tell me people in the jungles are living in lead-based paint? They got lead coming out of their houses, lead coming out of the ground, out of the septic tank, every place, lead. And not to mention the lead casings that are housing some of our more industrious electrical, problems. California Public Health Department said comparisons between the state's blood and lead testing results and those from other states aren't warranted. It said the states test children deemed at risk for lead exposure, such as those enrolled in Medicaid or living in older housing. Oh yeah. It is kind of ill though. I mean, testing that targets at-risk children is common across much of the country. However, and as Reuters reported last year, many at-risk children in California and other states fall through the cracks of these programs and go untested. Okay? So, while Cheeseburger is taking away a lot of social services for these children that are at risk, living in the substandard housing, dealing with slumlords, yes, this is where Cheeseburger gains the most premise. Not only does he have them broke and shaken, he's going to have them, most of them deported. I don't think so. I think it's a hoax altogether. A hoax that Cheeseburger has a clear mind of redemption. Blood test can't determine the cause of a child's exposure, but potential sources include crumbling old paint, contaminated soil, tainted drinking water, or other lead hazards. Oh yeah, water fountains are treated with chlorine and lead, people. In Fresno's downtown 93701 zip code, nearly 14% of the children tested had lead levels at or above 5 micrograms per deciliter of blood. The Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, and prevention's current threshold for a elevated reading. No level of lead exposure is safe, but children who test that high warrant a public health response, said the CDC. Once common in household paint, gasoline, and plumbing, lead is a neurotoxin that causes irreversible health impacts, including cognitive impairment and attention disorders in children. In all, Fresno County had 9 zip codes, areas where high levels among children tested were at least as common as in Flint. The article in December documented nearly 3,000 locales nationwide with poisoning rates double those found in Michigan City along the Flint River. In all, Fresno County had 9 zip code areas where high lead levels on children tested. There is, microgrammage higher than Michigan. The city of Fresno battles high poverty rates and problems with substandard housing, both risk factors for lead exposure. Some locals are also concerned with drinking water after unsafe levels of lead were detected in at least 120 Fresno homes last year. Fresno County's lead poisoning prevention program conducts outreach across the city, and a program helped educate. Letitia Berber says exposure remains too common. She expressed surprise at the area's high rate. Quote, "We haven't looked at it that way compared to Flint," Berber says. 8 zip codes in Alameda County, which include Oakland, have rates equal to or greater than those found in Flint. Other counties containing zip codes with higher exposure rates, including Los Angeles, Monterey, and Humboldt. Humboldt County, y'all know where that is. Okay. The exposure hotspots remain outliers. Around 2% of all California children tested in 2012 and had lead levels at or above the federal standard. Yet, in worst affected zip codes identified statewide, more than 10% of children tested had an elevated lead level. and scores of others, less than 1% of the children tested high. 3 zip codes reported no high test in 2012. In California, home inspections are required when a child's level reaches 14.5 micrograms per deciliter, the state's normal threshold for a lead poisoning case. State and local health departments provide services, including educational materials, to some families whose children test at or above 4.5 micrograms per deciliter. Like other states, including Michigan, California rounds its blood to lead test results up and down to the nearest whole number. So as a result of 4.5 or higher meets the CDC threshold. In its December report, Reuters tracked California lead exposure rates based on a neighborhood level data available at the time. The report showed hotspots such as Fruitville neighborhood of Oakland, where 7.6% of the children tested high, prompting media coverage and new initiatives to protect children. We don't want them to go over all kinds of psychological issues now, do we? No. In its December report, Reuters tracked the lead exposure, California lead exposure rates based on the neighborhood level data available at the time. The report showed hotspots such as Fruitville neighborhood of Oakland. 7.6% of the children testing high. Lead exposure is common in other East Bay areas, including large parts of Oakland, Emeryville, Fremont. And this is what the new data shows. In January, Oakland City Council members introduced a resolution that will require property owners to obtain lead inspections and safety certifications before renting or selling houses and apartments built before 1978, when lead paint was banned. Ooh, all right. Emeryville's City Council this month proposed an ordinance to require proof that contractors will adhere to Environmental Protection Agency standards, including safe lead paint removal practices before they renovate older houses. Okay. Emeryville Vice Mayor John Ballhurst said paint exposure isn't the only risk. A long history of heavy industry in the East Bay also left contaminated soil in some areas. In Los Angeles areas, the prevalence of high blood lead tests reached 5% or above in at least 4 zip codes during 2012. Since August, a sampling of children tested from the Los Angeles neighborhoods of Westlake, Koreatown, and Pico Union revealed about 5% with high lead levels, said Jeff Sanchez, a public health specialist at Impact Assessment, which helps Los Angeles run its lead poisoning prevention program, which may be the exact same reason why there's so much going on. The more you look, the more you find. Then two, who's looking? Okay, so if anything, people, we're looking at, lead poisoning in buildings that were built before 1978. Fact is, there are slumlords out there that are not going to even adhere to this. They'd rather take the money and keep running. Which may mean that Fresno may be the last place to get a cheap house. If you want lead potato chips, that's what it is. Anyway, we're near the quarter hour here. And I got a few announcements that I think you guys will find very interesting. Okay. The Compton Butterfly is on its way, but they're holding workshops, and these workshops need to have their announcements done. Aha, there we go. All right. Okay, so let's see. Know Your Rights, a panel session hosted by the Latino Chamber of Commerce every fourth Thursday of the month from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon at 700 North Bullis Avenue, Suite 12A, Compton, California 90221. For more information, call 310-623-1431. This is to help immigrants understand their rights under the law and what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. Immigration Workshop and Support Group, organized for the support of immigrants and what rights they do have under the Cheeseburger administration. To be held at the Latino Chamber of Commerce, Suite 12A, 700 North Bullis Avenue, Compton, California 90221, from 10 a.m. to 12. Call 310-623-1431. That's 310-623-1431. And if you need a loan, all current members of the Latino Chamber of Commerce in Compton can now sign up for a personal loan through Mid-Cities Credit Union. All you have to do is join and save extra on car loans designed to help you. So they got a lot of loans out there waiting on you. All you got to do is just go down there and actually, quite actually, get on board. It's a federal credit union. It's probably one of the better things that can help a neighborhood besides the bank that basically takes all your money and charges you for keeping it. Wow. Yeah. All right. That's what I call symmetry. All right. So if anything, people, what we learned today that people will do their damnedest to, use a certain amount of power and influence to get what they want. Some of us call it arrogance. Some of us call it guys not getting enough at home. Whatever the case may be, and I don't want to be too long-winded on this, whatever the case may be, we've got to shut down and we've got to resist. Okay? If we do not resist the federal government, we can't shut it down. We can't. Especially if we're so busy sleeping all the damn time. And, speaking of which, hey, here's Chris. We're still here. We are still here. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of the Latino Chamber of Commerce in Compton is here to provide the fact that, despite the fact that we have an eviction notice, I guess we're still here. We're supposed to be out today. I want to look at the letter itself and say, okay, on this day we're supposed to. And the sad part about it, they wait until the first day of spring breaks. They wait. Oh, thank you, food to the guys. Uncle. There you go. Yes. So, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing what is known as a telethon sit-in. You're welcome to come to the Latino Chamber of Commerce in Compton and do a sit-in. And we're going to be striking. And we're going to have mass people out there. It's going to be a riot. There's going to be SWAT. There's going to be battering rams, flying chickens, drunk cows, you name it. We got it. We're going to have strippers, midgets, donkeys, you name it. It's going to be a full-on show. If you're going to come here and do that, so make sure you bring some food. Because we're going to be hungry. This is going to be 24 hours a day, 48 hours. We're going to sit here and we're going to have a sit-in. Like they used to have in the old days. Nobody pouring food on you or anything like that. You bring food, we eat it. Don't waste food like that. You know how much food. I live near downtown LA, and every time they have a function, my dumpster is filled with food. Seriously, like giant trays of food that they use for one day and that's it. So wait, so don't do that here. Okay? We're here to make sure that we do a lot for small businesses, and we try and stay abreast of the cheeseburger administration. The fact of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be in and out of this whole day. I want to see exactly what happens. I'm waiting for the police to come down here and put handcuffs on me and say, get out. That sort of thing. I might have to throw chingazos, okay? That's right. I'm a fighter. That's right. Straight up. All right. But the thing is, people, we can't simply bow down to people who bully, people who misuse their power to say that they have some sort of level of integrity behind it. Remember the old saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Well, unfortunately, Cecil Rambo, and he's become the new flunky to the new religion of flunkyism. Okay, there's a religion out here called flunkyism. And that's when you follow behind somebody that absolutely shows you one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is you, the patsy. You got flipped. Yes! Do you understand the terminology here? Idioms, people, idioms. So all we're asking you is to understand that you are being tricked by your own policy. Okay? Now, needless to say, all the other stuff that I wish I could mention, all I can tell you is this, is that the lawyer's doing it. And that's all you get, okay? Unless you read the Compton Butterfly, which will come out eventually. I'm not saying when, okay? But it will come out. And when you do, you'll see the black and white version of it. And the only place to get the Compton Butterfly is either on the Latino Chamber of Commerce's website or on my website. One or the other, okay? And if you need information and everything, that's what we're here for. Call, talk to us, say something. Join the network. Join the reason why there's over 400,000 people sitting up here laughing at me right now. Well, one or two maybe. I see you there. You, the guy with the black hat in the back row. I see you. I see you. Cheapers creepers. All right. I speak more Americano. I speak baloney. Anyway, let's get to the ticket tape here and say good morning to all of our fancy flightable friends that are on Messenger this morning. And let's go down the row here. Okay. Dulce Melanie Orozco, good morning. You have been up sending me all kinds of texts early this morning. Thank you, and you have yourself a safe and beautiful day. Rico Hudson, good morning. Derek Carr, Dilo, my evil twin brother, how are you? Robert Lindsay, good morning. Felonious Monk, good morning. Sir Walt, man who remembers show, 12 noon, 12 midnight, each and every day. The master of the live concert series. Good morning. Let's see, my older brother Prince, how you doing today? Akila Sanders, good morning. And let's go around the world here, people. Let's see, Reva Renya, good morning. Let's see, and Paul in Mexico, good morning. Isel in Spain, good morning. Let's see, Wayne, Kat, and Heidi in England, good morning. Malik in Belgium, good morning. Benzema in South Africa, good morning. G'day night in Australia, Joe Fresco, good morning. Let's see, who else? Well, you guys can be last minute if you want. Glenn Covington, good morning. Yes, I see you all coming in now. Good Lord, look at you. The bell is already rung, you're late to class. Jeez. Right? What other good stuff? Let's see, Carolyn Jenkins, good morning. Deborah Coco, good morning. Oh my God, you guys coming in late like this is ridiculous. Nal Jones, good morning. Jay Kwan, good morning. Lisa Arredondo, good morning. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, God, my man. Bet One, good morning. Chuck Daggers, good morning. All my clique in Pasadena, good morning. Lindsay Lachner, good morning. Crazy woman. Up there you are, Maria, good morning. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so I guess everybody's like pretty much taking a cool hump day humpy hump. Oh yeah. But look at it this way, people. There are going to be a countless amount of people out there that are bullying and taking away your rights left and right, or allowing you to vote off your rights systematically. Either way, if you don't stand up to any of this crap, you're going to get rolled over. Straight up. You have rural areas in America that they basically are about to have a lot of their, a lot of their nonprofit programs stripped because of Cheeseburger's administration. You have a lot of social programs that are going to be axed. You have a lot of people that are on SSI that have mental issues. They're going to have to go back to work. I don't know. Look, we've come a long way from having somebody working at a post office going postal. And now we're just asking people crazy to go back and work in a post office so they can go postal. I guess that does help the economy in the prison complex, doesn't it? I mean, the prison economy itself is, by and large, the most recession-proof entity in the United States, in the world over. Okay? I mean, if you get stock in a prison, make sure you get stock out of it. Because one, it never shuts down. People are always going and coming. And some people get left to stay. It's like the private little island. I don't know. I'm not making this stuff up. I mean, this is what you guys read in the newspapers. This is what you guys see on the news from time to time. CNN, which is fake news. What do you think I'm doing? I'm just having fun at a satirical expense to whatever level of ignorance exists. High ingenious that allows us to have platforms like this, so this way we can have open dialogue. And I tell you guys, get on, join in the conversation, have open dialogue, say something. Don't just sit there and twiddle your thumbs and expect something to happen out of the sky. Okay? Jimmy Cliff once said, "You must be a fool to wait for something to fall out of the sky when I can get mine already." Obviously, we're still waiting. So, get off your butt. It's Wednesday. Get out there and do something great. make sure that you can help somebody that can, really benefit from what you're doing. And, Fran Chavez, good morning. I almost forgot you. See? I almost forgot you. All right? And now for the rest of this day, I want you guys to get out there, do the good things, do the work possible that makes your life more meaningful. But most importantly, stand true to those who stand true with you. If not that, then what kind of allies do you have? If you're out there making friends for a convenient level, why need enemies? Okay, jeez. Why need enemies at all? God. Yeah, okay, let me show you this, okay? Brutus, Caesar, Brutus, stabbing, okay? Don't you guys get it? Jeez. Alright, love, peace, and chicken grease, I'm out of here. If anything, people, do right, stay tight, and always make sure that you shine. Keep your shine. Don't let anybody take your shine. I'm out of here. This has been the Glitch Man, God of DDD. We're going to get on to this day, and look, people, look. See, the door is closed from the other side, which means we are locked in here. We're not leaving, and we're never going to leave. That's right. The curse of El Chato Boro stays outside. Alrighty. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, that's it for you, Facebook. And now for you, YouTube. If I can finally get this damn thing to work.